Hello everybody, this is Indian Rash and today I will tell you what are the 5 most important things if you wanna market your game. Coming up. So before I get to the point, I want to tell you that I will start a video series about game marketing. I first, as a part-time indie game developer, created a really long list of stuff to know about marketing. I did a really wide market research before I started creating Computer Tycoon, but later I executed my marketing plan and here I am with moderate success with a really nice launch of my game Computer Tycoon. So I will include general tips from the internet that I collected from a lot of resources, books, videos, GDC talks and so on, and my own experience. I did my really my best to find out what's the most effective way to market my game out there. But first, I should talk about the basics, and that's it. The 5 most important things to have if you want to market your game out there. So the first thing is the trailer. Well, the trailer is a really important thing. I think that's obvious for you as well. But why? Well, basically, if you have a trailer, you can show your game in a more compelling way than only using screenshots. If something is moving, that's much better if it's only a picture, right? But also if you have a trailer, it's an option to you to create a story for your game. Often I see trailers just showing footage of your game. I think this is a good thing, especially if your game is really compelling visually. But if not, if you are making a strategy game, a management game that doesn't have this creative building stuff, or you don't have a roguelike with really exceptional graphics or something like that, then you have to create a story. You could see a really good story in Hacknet, for example. Check out that trailer, or check out Computer Tycoon's trailer, where basically the whole trailer is about telling the story of computer evolution and putting you into the story as a player. And I really believe that this is what sold the game so nicely on Steam until now. But there are some principles about trailers that I have to mention, such as the length. Man, you have 3 seconds, 3 fucking seconds to keep the attention of your potential viewer, of your potential customer. 3 seconds. This means that basically it's a very bad idea to show your logo at the start of your trailer video. Just don't do it, man. Especially if you are a beginner. Nobody knows who you are and they really don't care. Show your game, not your logo. If you are really eager to show your logo, you want to build your brand, then do this at the last part of the trailer. By the way, you can see the same in my own trailer as well. Also, I really don't like when you can see a lot of text in trailers. This is another bad thing. First, you have to show them what is the game about. Texts are important in only one case, when you really don't want them to miss something out. But you have to use as less text in your trailer video as you just can. This is crucial. People don't like to read. That's it, man. Another important thing is music and sound effects. Timing, music, and compelling effects are really important. Just this is what sells the game. You can create a retro game, but your game must feel as a new retro game, not a game from the 80s. I really love those games from the 80s. I'm a fan of SNES games, DOS games, and so on. But the folks today aren't interested in those as much as I am, or the other enthusiasts from the genre. Also, yeah, you have to include footage. You always have to show some footage of your game, even if the focus is on your story. If you have reviews, it's really important to include those in your trailer. You know, you must be legitimate some way. People must trust you if you wanna sell them your game. And the best way is to put reviews from people that they adore, such as, I don't know, Extra Credits or Kotaku, Paper Shotgun, and stuff like that. You know, magazines online. This is a really nice thing. If you don't have reviews yet, you can update your videos again and again and again, especially on Steam. Because on YouTube you had that view count that maybe matters. Because you know, if you have a video with a lot of views, it can have a snowball effect if you get more views by time, and it's maybe not beneficial to delete again and again your video, but on Steam it really doesn't matter. There you must update your videos for sure. And another important thing, that you must give them a message at the end of your trailer video what they should do. Don't leave them there without a recommendation of buying the game or voting for the game or supporting the game or following you or something like that. Because if you do, they will, just skip it and nobody cares. If you tell them to do something, they are more likely to do it actually. I know it's really basic stuff, but still a lot of trailers miss out this. It's I also see often that the creators include logos of what technology they use in the game and what platforms they support. Those are still not as much important as telling them to buy the game. Okay? So that was about trailers. Of course, after the trailers, the second most important thing in your press kit, in your pressed package, is screenshots. Of course, those must be high resolution. They must have a great composition. They must have a great lit. Lights must be very well on this picture made, and you must have an engaging scene. Don't include the pictures about your menus, especially it's not a strategy game. People won't care about menus in a racing game or in an FPS game or in an RPG game. They want to see how beautiful is your game. Okay? After that, you must have a press release. Press release is, you just have to send out a document with all of the information why your game is interesting, what it gives on the table for people, for players, and there you must be objective, okay? And much more, you don't have to be only objective, but you must create this document in a way if it was not you who wrote this document, but the press that you are sending to it. Just because this is a really strange thing, but if you send them a press kit, a press release, and you write this in a way that they can just copy paste the text from it into their article, they are much more likely to cover you than otherwise. I know it's strange, but still that's the reality. Those guys are really busy, they don't have the time to bother with your game, and if they find it interesting, still they won't write an article. But if you include the tags that they can use and just put there, they will do it. Okay? So write those in an objective way. Don't say things like this is the best game or how innovative or how unique is your game. It's bullshit. Just go to the point, okay? You must be able to describe your game in a really short and memorable way. The first paragraph is the most important, because if it is not compelling, they won't bother reading the rest of your document, okay? So let's say Computer Tycoon is the first game about computer evolution, and it's a hybrid of grand strategy games and tycoon and management games. Basically, this is the breed of Game Dev Tycoon and Europe Universalis. That's the first paragraph, okay? In this you will find all of the interesting stuff, while it was not, it didn't use buzzwords like unique or awesome, or stuff that are not should be there, okay? Objective, stay objective. Okay, so still you should use here quotes from reviews, and you can have some paragraphs later about your story, who you are, and something like that, but just only the important thing, because basically the other parts should focus on why is your game a story for them. Those magazines are living from stories. They are not interested in your game. That's the truth. Most of the time they are really not interested in your game, and they are interested in stories. They are interested in traffic on their page. If you can create a really great story, then you have a small chance that they will feature you. I try to do my best. With Computer Tycoon, unfortunately still I failed. I tried to create a torrent hex, non-malicious surprise. Basically I created a torrent version of my game, and I uploaded it myself to Pirate Bay. The game contained a message. Basically the message was styled as it was shown on a Commodore 64, but I wasn't able to reach traction, unfortunately. But you must always try. If you don't try, nothing will happen, right? And it's still free for you to make a good story for your game, okay? Okay. Of course, you must include a version of your trailer video, I mean the video file, so these magazines will be able to use this, or influencers will be able to use this footage in their own video. This is another important thing. Put your links into your press kit and so on. These are basic stuff, really. But I think I covered the most important parts about your press kit. The number one most important thing is just, create a press kit and send it out, okay? Find those magazines, find those email addresses, look for YouTubers out there, check their email addresses, look for games like similar to yours, and try to find the influencers that were interested in that particular game, and just send your stuff for them as well. And that's it. The fifth point on my list is DevBlog. Well, here I'm not really sure that my marketing note is right here, because I have a DevBlog. Basically, my resource told me that if you have a development blog, you will be able to sell 55% more. But I'm really not sure if this is right. Okay, you have to include links to your store pages, you must include pictures, you must include your press kit, you should post at least once a week. You should include RSS feed. You are a really important thing, email subscription. You must create a subscription for your emails, a newsletter thing. You can use free services such as MailChimp. It's free and really useful. They will tell you the open rates of your emails, and this is also really important. By the way, we have a 10% of open rate with games. You will see this is a really interesting thing to see who opened it, who not. If you can see that they didn't open your emails, you can try some days after sending them the email again. Only for those who didn't open it actually. You must have social balance to share your stuff, and yeah, you also should have some kind of promotion at the end of your posts so they can go to your game directly. I think that's all. That was the 5 most important basic assets that you must have to market your game. I didn't include a lot of stuff here. This file is just extremely long. That's a separate job to be a marketing guy, and that's it. But I really believe that you can do the same thing that marketers can do for you, especially if you don't have the budget. Basically the budget is for having advertisements on magazines and Facebook and Twitter, Reddit, and so on. And I think that you won't have the budget, and if you have the budget, I think it's better to have experts for those, or you must still have to be really careful. But if you don't have the budget, then there are PR companies out there who could work for you. Basically, just will send out a letter to their emailing list if you are lucky in time. Not like I was really not lucky with my PR company, and that's it. But you can collect email addresses. Even you can hire somebody on Fiverr or on freelancer.com to collect you the email addresses. After I collected 1,500 YouTuber email addresses manually by my own hands and eyes, after I asked a guy from Russia, basically from school, to just continue this type of work. He was happy because he got some bucks. He was really cheap, and I was also happy because I didn't have to spend my really precious time on finding email addresses anymore. So that's it for now, guys. I will create lists for my videos because I will talk about a lot of stuff on my channel, including game reviews, game creation, marketing, music writing, fitness, health, a lot of stuff. And I don't want to bother you with subjects that you're not interested in, but I really encourage you to watch those as well, because if you know more about creative business and creative stuff out there, you will be a better entrepreneur, basically. So still, I really hope that you will find those lists useful, so you won't waste your time on stuff that you are not really interested in. And I will create a marketing list for these kind of videos that I will make. Yeah, maybe next time I will talk about the plugins that you should use. I will maybe talk about robots and social media handling, how you can write a good email for the press, and things like that. In fact, I could create hundreds of videos from these, and even I could talk only about a trailer in an hour. It wouldn't be a problem. But step by step we will be there. Tim Rastwy creates a lot of videos, and I really like those videos. His channel is gold. Really, guys, those are the principles, those are the paths that you must follow. What I miss from his channel right now is giving some real life examples and real life practices of how to do this. And I will try to do my best to create this type of content for you. So See you soon. Please subscribe, share this video, follow me on Twitter, and see you soon. Bye bye.